The WNBA season is underway. Caitlin Clark and the Fever open their season hosting Angel Reese in the Chicago Sky. We're going to pick this one up in the first here, just under 2 minutes in. Clark dribbles up the court, hits the three. This is what the Fever crowd was here to see, a deep three there from Caitlin Clark. And then the closing seconds of the half, again, dribbles left and hits that three. The Fever up 15 at the break here. Going ahead to the third quarter, Indiana up by 10 here. Look at this, Clark. Just a terrific no-look, or backdoor pass rather to Natasha Howard for the layup. See that one more time. Right in the needle there. Clark to Natasha Howard. And then a few minutes later, this one is the play that everybody is talking about. All right, Angel Reese gets the offensive board here, but watch Clark. Foul to keep the 2 points off the board, she said afterward. Reese immediately gets back up, and then Clark's holding her hands up. Just take one more look at the play. Clark would be assessed a flagrant on the play, and then Angel Reese would get a tech. Aaliyah Boston also gets a technical foul on this play. A little bit perplexed by it maybe, but there's still more game to be played, and that's what's important. After the dust settled, finishing the job, step back three. By the way, she had a triple-double, 20 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists, the Fever roll. Here's Clark after the game on that back and forth with Angel Reese.
We watch a lot of basketball. It's a take foul to put them at the free throw line or rather give up 2 points. You know, I've watched a lot of basketball in my life. That's exactly what it was. I wasn't trying to do anything malicious. That's not the type of player I am. So, yes, it wasn't anything like that. And I went for the ball, and that's clear as day in the replay. You watch it. You know, it shouldn't have been upgraded. But, again, that's up to the ref's discretion.
Hey, Joe, can you take us through the flagrant foul from your perspective? Just what you saw in that play, how you interpreted what happened.
Basketball play, refs got it right. Move on.
Okay, after the game, the WNBA did release a statement on a hateful fan comment that was directed at Angel Reese, and it said that the WNBA strongly condemns racism, hate, and discrimination in all forms. They have no place in our league or in society. We are aware of the allegations, and we are looking into the matter. All right, there's no one whose perspective I would like more on this than our Shanae Ogwumike. Shanae, what was your reaction to the play in question? Because it feels like that's what everyone is talking about today rather than the awesome play that we saw over the weekend.
First of all, I appreciate the WNBA for having that statement, creating a task force and standing on their standards. But when it comes to that exact play, in the words of Perk, keep a cool booty. It was a basketball play that got supercharged because of the players involved. And if you see the sequence, Angel Reese pushes Natasha Howard in the back. Caitlin was flabbergasted and obviously reacted with a no free buckets type of foul that had some extra sauce on it. And that's why she was assessed and that was upgraded. And obviously, whenever these types of situations happen, I'm not going to lie, this happened to me multiple times, almost every game, getting pushed in the back. You know, I'd get up, I'd turn around, and I'd be willing to fight. I'm like, what in the world? No, that is not cool. That's what Angel did. That emotional reaction could have escalated the situation, which is why she was upgraded in that situation. So I look at this, and I saw a circumstance in the New York Liberty Las Vegas Aces game between Jonquil Jones and Chelsea Gray. I went to Mohegan. I saw a similar situation that happened between Marina Mabrey, Shakira Austin, and Diaby, like that were all like just tussling. This is the WNBA. It is physical, and you heard it from Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. If they are unbothered about this play, that situation, then we should be too. Yeah. It's just hoops.
If the players are unbothered, we should be unbothered. I love what you said about that earlier. And what I know is if someone pushed down Shanae Ogwumike, she was absolutely coming with a side of extra sauce. What do you say we get to some of the basketball that we saw this weekend? Because, Shanae, the Fever, they looked pretty unstoppable here. Let's take a listen together to what Clark had to say about this team's chemistry.
I think we're still finding our chemistry together. It doesn't feel perfect out there yet. I think we're still continuing to grow when we don't have things in transition. How can we flow a little bit better? How can we set our teammates up for success in the half court? But, I mean, we just have so many weapons, and that's what's so fun. It's like you swing it to the other side, okay, like you got DB, you got Kels. On the other side, you got Tosh, you got AB. Like there's just so many options for us to go to, and I think just continuing to learn how to put our teammates in positions to be successful is what's really going to make us a great team.
The Fever, they have high expectations this year. Shanae, what do you see as their ceiling, and what are the steps to be able to get there?
We're still finding our chemistry. Sis, that was the biggest win that the Indiana Fever have ever had, a 35-point win. They made history. She made history with a triple-double, 20, 10, and 10. And DeWanna Bonner, speaking of those weapons, also made history with her 7 points, moving up to number 3 all-time in the WNBA following Diana Taurasi and Tina Charles. Look, this is a team that is still trying to put the pieces together. It's new. It's only been one game. But still, they have shown that they are lethal. They have all-stars. They have championship experience. Yep. They have reigning rookies of the year. They've got it all. They just have to do the work. But I love what I have seen so far from the Fever.
And they went out there and they got the veterans that they needed to in order to be able to truly make the steps to be contenders. And we didn't even see Sophie Cunningham in that game against the Chicago Sky. So there's still more that we could see here from the Fever. It's time to take it coast to coast now, Sinead, because we got a lot more WF action to get to. The Liberty, they raised their first ever championship banner on Saturday. Then they had a statement win, overcoming 31 points from the reigning MVP Asia Wilson to beat the Aces 92-78. Did the Liberty look every part of the favorites to repeat, Sinead?
Oh, 100,000%. Natasha Cloud is the new X Factor. We already knew the Liberty were one of the best offensive teams, the best passing team. Now they added a defensive dog who in their debut, it was nearly flawless. 22 points, I believe like 9 assists, 6 or so rebounds. It could not have gone more perfectly, not only for Cloud, but also a chance to repeat.
How about Paige Beckers? Wasted no time, Sinead, getting on the board in her WNBA debut, scoring the Wings' first points of the season. But it was Nafisa Collier who stole the show, dropping 34 in the Lynx win. Sinead, is this just the start of the revenge tour for Fee? Are you smelling maybe an MVP?
Look, I absolutely am. I think right now,